This is the video for Module 1, Place Value, Lesson 7. So we're going to start by talking about what happens when we multiply two numbers together. When we multiply two numbers together, our answer is always larger. And on the place value chart, we move towards the left. When we divide two numbers together, our answer becomes smaller, and we move to the right on the place value chart. How much we move on the place value chart is multiples of 10. So if we have a 10, we move one place on the place value chart because there is 1 0. If we multiply by 100, we move over 2 places on the place value chart because there are 2 zeros. If we're dividing by 1,000, we'd move over 3 spaces because there's 3 zeros. So for example, here's our place value chart. If we have the number 456 and 9/10, and we're multiplying it by 100, we're going to first, in our place value chart, write 456 and 9/10. So we'll fill that into the chart, 456. The decimals right here is 9/10. Since we're multiplying, our reminder right here is that we are moving to the left. Because we multiply, we get bigger. And since there are 2 zeros, I'm jumping 2 spots. So what that looks like is we take the 4 and we jump 2 spots over to the left. So now the 4 goes here and we move every digit. So the next one is 5, the next one is 6, the next one is 9. And we ask ourselves, what do we use as a placeholder here? We use a 0. And now I have my new answer of 45,690. That's an example of moving through the place value chart when we're multiplying or dividing by multiples of 10. Another example would be if we had with 4,390 and 75 hundredths multiplied by 1,000. So in this case again, we fill in the first number into our place value chart. It tells us we're multiplying, so I know I'm moving left. I have 3 zeros in the 1,000, so I know I'm moving 3 spots. So I take my 4 and move 1, 2, 3 spots. So I now have the 4, the 3, the 9, the 0, the 7, and the 5. And once again, I need a place value holder. So I can write my new number, and my answer would be 4,390,750. That's when I'm multiplying by tens, hundreds, or thousands. Sometimes, though, I will be dividing. So I can take a number such as sorry, that pen was not working. A number such as 86 and 5/10, and I can divide it by 10. So I'm going to fill in 86 and 5/10. It tells me I'm dividing, so I know I'm moving to the right. And there's a 10, which has 1 0, so I'm moving 1 spot. So this time I start on this side, and I move over 1 spot. So then my answer becomes 8 and 65 hundredths. One more example of the division. $950 divided by 100. So we fill in 950. I want to divide it by 100. Dividing tells me that I'm going to go to the right. So since I'm going to go to the right, I'm going to go 2 spots. So I move over from the back. We go 1, 2. The 0 is here, the 5 is here, and the 9 is here. So my answer is 9 and 50 hundredths. The last thing I want to show is if I have a problem such as this, which is 567 times, we'll actually change it to 56 and 7/10 times 100. If I don't have a place value chart, I can rewrite my number and I can make my own place value chart by drawing lines. Since I'm multiplying, I know I'm going left. And since there's 2 zeros, I know I have to move over 2. So I move 1, 2. I write my number. I have to fill in a 0 here, and I know my answer is 5,670. That is how I move my decimals through the place value chart when I'm multiplying or dividing by tens, hundreds, or thousands.